Hey, there he
There
is.
he is.
Right on time.
Where's Josh?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming.
What a bitch.
Says the tardy.
I'm always tardy. But I have an excuse.
Oh,
Are you far from
Got
the
a doctor.
microphone?
Is it a doctor's excuse? Because I got here on time.
she did?
You
I
got
wish.
here on time.
Yeah,
Question is,
it's pretty
tits
impressive.
Are the tits gonna bounce themselves out of here? Ooh.
Only if I have another family emergency where my child just can't stay out of trouble.
You know that's not gonna happen.
He's about to go to bed, so
Yeah, see, you know that's not gonna happen.
whatever.
So, Chris,
Do
what's
what?
your excuse? I just kind of want to hear it.
I'm a dad, first of all.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Makes sense to me.
Family comes after D&D.
At least I, stayed for a little bit the week before last.
You did your best.
Rar.
So close to beating this.
Hi, Chris.
Oh,
So did Ron die?
Not yet, I don't think.
Not yet.
You will join the game shortly.
Well, let's see. Let's make Constitution saving roll for him. Ooh.
I was gonna say, let me roll it for him.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, we'll
He
go
took-
back and check on him, and then he'll be just
Took
dead.
4 points of damage from his infection.
So what's that leave him with?
4 points of health.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I didn't realize somebody caught the herp.
No, he got infected by the Manicore.
Oh, the other one?
The first one.
Oh, how did I miss that?
Because I made it up last week.
Oh.
No, wait
He hasn't,
before
he hasn't been here
Okay,
to a
2
single session, so we're just kind of killing his character off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got tired of me dual charactering it sounds like.
I didn't get tired of you dual charactering it. I just don't think it's right that you have to dual character it. If he made the fucking character, he doesn't want to show up. I did shit just for him with his fucking character because it would be funny. And then it's like he doesn't want to fucking show up. Screw him.
Hold on, I forgot to blank out one of those crabos because we hijacked it.
Don't tell me to hit that. There's no more cards in the deck. You're just losing points.
It's like, fuck you.
I already see the only card in it.
have you tried to put paying microtransaction to
I
improve
think
your
I
odds?
just lost.
Have you tried closing the window?
I think I just lost. Is all. I still have some covered cards, and I can't do anything about it.
What are you doing? Playing Gwent or something?
Playing solitaire.
Solitaire.
settle down. I was waiting for you.
Well, I'm here.
I don't know. Oh,
We should start then.
yeah.
All right, everybody ready to go?
I'll be right back. I'm kidding.
I mean, I'm ready.
Run to the fridge real quick and grab a drink while we start up.
All right. So we're waiting again. Got it.
All right.
So finish your solitaire game.
I already finished my
Nice.
tea.
Well, better go make more.
It'd take too long. Alright.
Got a tall glass of water.
All right. So first thing, last week, what you guys missed when you couldn't be here, we went and we started Curse of Strahd, which is another adventure, and the beginning is called Death House. Mike had a chimney drop on him. He fell down a chimney. He got knocked unconscious by a specter. Ryan almost got knocked unconscious by a specter.
Let's say how I got knocked out. Saving Ryan.
Yeah. They killed a animated armor by going and dropping Chase on it, who was playing a turtle. So yeah, that's what happened last week.
Wait. Is your turtle's name Crush? Because if so, that's so fucking perfect.
No.
No.
Damn it!
I'm a grandma turtle.
It's Ubo.
I'm Ubo the grandma turtle.
You ruined the perfectly good joke, Chase. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you'd be
well,
like,
no
"Yeah,
cookies
I'm
for you."
Crush." Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but it was perfect for all the other jokes.
Yeah. So that's what happened last week. The last time we did this, you got past the gnome with the crossbow machine.
Crazy little bitch.
Yeah, holy shit.
Josh got attacked by a mimic. And you are continuing on through Nomengard.
And I'm still pissed that I don't have my fucking bow.
Yeah.
I caught so much shit when I told my buddy about that at work.
So funny.
What happened to your bow?
Apparently, I didn't say that I picked it up when we fought the Manticore, and it's still laying there by the fucking Manticore.
Wow.
At least
Well,
you
he
know where it's
specifically
at.
threw it down, like in
The
combat,
whole
so he
time,
didn't
I
say he was
thought
gonna
I
pick it back up.
picked it up. I dropped it because I knew it was going to take an extra roll to pull out a fucking sword. So instead of, putting the bow away and grabbing the sword, I dropped the bow to pull out the sword to kill the bitch.
Idiot.
So funny.
And then
It's
after,
so
he didn't
funny.
say that he picked it up, so it didn't count.
I could have sworn I did, so suck my ass.
You said you had to pick, you went and retrieved the arrows, not your bow.
I only shot an arrow.
Yeah. Well, you shot a couple, right? And
I
then
shot
you missed
one
a
arrow,
couple.
and I was in a range, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just go in there and fucking whack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you do every. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
I
Ryan.
whack everything.
Ryan was shooting too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Ryan and you were shooting at the Manicore. So you guys
I shot once.
More
think
like
I hit it
wrecked by the
once.
Manticore.
Yeah.
I hit it once and I shot at it a bunch more than that. So
Yeah.
kind of the opposite of Mike.
So you guys are in Nomengard. Yuri is in the front of the group as you're walking through the tunnels. After Twig, Fargon, Falkland, and Gorg went into the wine room to see what was in there. So you all have joined back up. What do you want to do? Do you want to
Continue on our merry way.
I want to
I'm
get
following
this
you.
arrow out of my shoulder and get healed.
You already cut
From-
it out of your shoulder.
from up high?
The crossbow.
From across the room, about 10 feet up, you hear a language that... Does anybody know Gnomish?
No, Elvish.
Hold on.
I know orc.
Do I have a spell?
Oh, dwarven. Never mind.
No.
All right, so nobody knows Gnomish. You hear from across the way that somebody says something in language you don't understand. Then in common...
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be Gnomish now? Hee hee ha ha ho. And then after that, you hear in common, who goes there?
Your mother.
Make a
He's gonna
charisma
get
check.
shot.
Check.
He's gonna get
I
shot.
was kidding. Come on.
Nope.
Be careful.
No kidding.
You see up on the ledge, there's two rock gnomes that are standing up there.
Just a couple adventurers, just trying to find our way to the king.
I don't believe you. I don't. We've had a problem with shapeshifters. How do I know you're not one of them?
Because I'm clearly human, and there's my pet wolf behind me. And would 5 of us be considered shapeshifters?
Hey, you could have multiplied. I don't know how shapeshifters work.
That's
I
not
want to
how
yell from the
shapeshifters
back.
work. But they don't multiply. They're not.
For fuck's sake!
Wait,
Make a charisma
Selby-
check.
Would cells technically be a real thing in this time frame? Would anybody know anything about cells?
No, because it's fucking fantasy. It's not
Yeah, so
sci-fi.
I wouldn't be able to make that show.
No.
Can I
Damn
put
it.
on a
Roll
musical
just-
song number explaining our story?
Chris.
D20?
Yeah, roll a d20.
Yeah, what is it, a D20?
Make charisma check.
So it would be 7. Because I have an 8, but a
Hey,
Boom.
Ben.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Ben, what's the thing
Beautiful
that we
boy.
found in the wine place? I
mimic.
forget.
It's a mimic.
Okay.
That's basically the problem they've been having with shapeshifters is they know there's a mimic in the wine area.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we can just be like, hey, we found it.
Yeah,
wanna
that's
go
what I
for
was
it?
gonna do. I was gonna be like, you have one in your wine cellar.
So since you rolled 25, let's just tell me what you want to say to them. Like what you're saying to them to go, and are you gonna deception, persuasion, intimidation? What are you gonna do? Like how are you gonna play it? How are you gonna play the conversation?
Wait. And then just let them know that they had a shape-shifting barrel in their wine.
Oh, okay. You sure none of you are shapeshifters?
I'm positive. I'm pretty sure none of us were barrels that decided
We're here to help you with a quest.
How can we prove that we're not shapeshifters?
Yes.
Have any methods?
Can I grunt really hard while like shaking and showing that see I didn't change?
If you really want to, you can.
Funny.
But
Check what that be.
since Yuri is leading the group and you rolled a 25, I'm gonna say you're able to persuade them easily, and they do believe you, and they then ask, "Well, why are you here? Why you don't look like shapeshifters, but why are y'all here?"
A quest.
You just hear
We're
from
on
the
a
echo, and you just hear from behind you. We're here for a quest. Let us through.
We're on a quest to help your king. Apparently, your king has a quest that needs doing, and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna. Fuck. What the fuck were their names?
Why didn't you say so?
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Give me a second. Give me a
We
second.
did.
Give me a second.
We did say so.
Thimblethorn and Dingleberry. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
Thimble-nib.
It's not Thimble-nib.
Doesn't matter. It changes every time.
You all start arguing over like the names that you were told.
Wasn't it Thumblemore?
I had the notes in there.
What is it? Wasn't it Dinkledork?
Oh,
Tinky Winky?
Oh.
Hold on. You mean you want to talk to Fibblestib or Dabbledob?
That's correct.
Yeah, they
Something
should be
worse.
just to the left over there and just across the bridge.
So the bridge is to the left, and we're not going to walk into another crossbow turret, are we?
No,
You sure?
you might want to watch out for the blades that are across though.
Oh, even better. Thank you for warning us this time.
Thanks.
Can we have something to prove that we're good people?
No, you should be fine. The
If I get shot by another arrow, I'm leaving.
across they don't really. We've never had shapeshifters over there, so should be fine. I think.
It's better than nothing. Thank you kindly for your assistance. It's much appreciated.
No problem. Have a nice day.
I need medical help.
I'm sorry, we don't have that here.
Just casually fast walks away.
Uh,
I just hurry after.
yeah. Everybody just goes and funnels through to the cliff by the bridge.
God, where the fuck is Josh? Hold on. I got this, guys.
No.
No,
Don't worry
he's,
about
he's
it.
not going to join. He already said he's
Just,
not
just
showing.
have him drinking the alcohol.
Just said no.
No. I got this.
Oh, whoops, I went back to
Why can I not control him?
If he doesn't want
He's
to
off
play,
the
then he
rails.
doesn't want to play, man.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
Oh, God, you're calling him. That's not gonna piss him off.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, why?
You just didn't answer anybody in the chat. We're just checking on you, make sure you didn't get ate by a bear.
No, he did
Oh.
answer, idiot.
Oh, he did?
That's what I
Oh,
was
I didn't
saying.
see
You
that.
did answer.
Just wanted to make sure you didn't get eaten by a bear or anything, buddy. Just checking on you.
No, that'd be great if I did. You guys have fun.
All right, buddy.
Yep, bye.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry. It's
He's
still
had
worth
he's had a shitty couple days, so that's
Yeah,
why
I figured that's
I
what I
was
was going to
trying to get you to stop.
All right. So, who's taking care of him now?
I got him. He's just going to be in the back of the group following along.
He got chomped by the mimic.
Just have him be
He
angry
got-
taking a nap.
Because he got attacked by the mimic, he's kind of back there sort of like
Angry.
licking his wounds. Like
He was so surprised, but
More
wait,
docile.
Literally.
silence
He's got like a severe frowny face on right now.
yeah.
permanently.
I need to look something up really quick. So
Take your time.
difficult.
So, here's the question. Why does it look like there's no under part to a bridge?
It's because it's just
Oh.
rope, probably.
Ah, that's gonna be fun to cross.
I'm gonna fall.
The little man's gonna really fall.
Space advantage.
You better be carrying your dog.
Oh, yeah, right. You probably have to carry your dog.
Well, I mean, if it's built for no, how far apart could they be spaced?
New difficult fight.
Well, I mean that'd be really hard for a dog to.
Terrain costs 1 extra.
Oh, I mean, I meant for us more. Like, yeah, dogs still probably gonna have issues, but
Yeah. I mean, it'd probably be pretty simple. It's probably pretty well constructed, I would imagine.
or at least good enough.
So the water. No damage runs in the water. All right, so everybody's gonna try and cross it.
We're
You say
gonna have
try, like it's
One at
gonna
a time.
be a problem.
Make
I stopped
a
and wait for Yuri to go.
make a acrobatics check.
Hey, I'm pretty good at that.
Just because the bridge, you can see as you walk up to the bridge, the planks are pretty wet because it's under a
So there are
waterfall.
planks.
there's flanks.
Yeah,
Are we all doing an acrobatics?
yeah. Everybody, acrobatics check.
Oh, thank God.
Because yeah, it's there are planks on it.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm just
okay.
flipping.
it's a rope bridge. It's basically it's like your normal rope bridge. So
Can I roll again?
no, because you don't have advantage.
I natural 20, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
You just strut across it constantly.
I just run across the like rope railing.
You've got
Ninja run.
Naruto run.
Judah.
Wasted for that 20.
Good start.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it?
That should be
I,
only-
I wasn't even gonna cross.
Pretty sure that's my first one on this character.
Probably.
Yeah, you had Tyrion on your shoulders, Mike.
I gotta keep that
Sure, I
up.
pick up the dog and I just start flipping, doing backflips.
Yeah. Since you rolled a natural 20, so who wants to cross first, or who wants to try crossing first?
I will.
Okay, so you just go and just Twig goes over to Terran and says, "All right, on my shoulders," and you go and just pick him up, and you just have him like laying across your shoulders. You're kind of gripping his legs in front, and you book it across the bridge, and you just like you're over there within like a minute. It just
Seems pretty safe.
yeah.
As I flop and fall in the water.
Well, no. Who's going next?
I was
I-
first, but
I
Okay.
guess I will.
So, well, Yuri goes and like you start like cautiously making it like cautiously making your way across the bridge, and about halfway, you go and your foot slips, and you go and you actually hold on. Let's see if you break through any of the planks.
Oh no.
I just imagine him like stuck in it with his legs dangling through.
you know, like Shrek.
You slip as you're about halfway across, and you slam onto your back, and it knocks the wind out of you, and you're just like, "Oh, that hurt."
I chuckle.
And you're slow to get up, and you're holding on like tight to the railing as you go and as you stand up, and like you steady yourself, and then you make it across the bridge.
Oh, I made it across. Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah, you're able to make it across.
Just holding in my laughter.
what I have to do to get like a 1 to fall through completely?
Well, wait, you only have leather armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that helped you. Thea, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
You're about to go for a swim.
So who's going next?
Or are you just saying her tremendous juggaloos are just going to be what smashes through?
I'll go next.
Oh god.
Breaks the bridge.
So
Wow.
Boobs of destiny.
Tippy toe, make your toes across.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you have no problem crossing it. You quickly get across.
They don't call him tippy toes for nothing.
I got Bridges is my middle name.
Oh, I should probably roll for Grog or Gorg.
Greg.
Yeah, I mean,
No, he's not.
all of
trying.
those.
Frig.
Fucking seriously?
What?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Move it.
Natural 20. He just has a -1 in acrobatics. So he got 19.
Still, it's a natural
One of the
20,
most quote acrobatic people falls on his ass, and everybody else that probably doesn't have acrobats worth a damn doesn't.
Hey,
The
I have
fuck
so-
is this?
Plus 5.
Chase, are you going next? Chase.
Oh, I
Ran
guess.
too fast. That's all.
So you start like you're not like running across, but like, you're kind of like jogging,
Oh,
and
Come on, old man.
First
you-
mistake, last mistake.
as you get like
No.
a quarter of the way, you slip and you break through like 2 planks in the bridge.
god dang, no infrastructure.
You're basically like you haven't fallen through, but it's like your ass is through, so you're kind of in like a V, and you're stuck. You are grabbing the sides, trying to pull yourself up, but it's such a weird angle that you're unable to get up.
That man can't waddle fast enough.
Your books are gonna get wet if you fall through.
Athletics check.
Roll.
I want to go help him.
Okay, you're gonna go help.
Someone help.
Yeah.
Get buddy.
Do I need to roll anything?
Nah, since you got the 20, I'll say like
Okay,
you
just-
go back across and you grab his arms and pull him up.
Come on.
I'll just toss rocks in the water while I wait.
So yeah, you grab his arms and you just pull him up to his feet, and you kind of like you turn around and you just are holding on to his arm as you're walking back across to make sure he doesn't
Come
break
on.
through and fall
Time
again.
to go to school.
And then Thea.
Damn school.
Mine holes.
So Gorg just like quickly, like nonchalantly, basically just goes.
Not even
across.
paying
Idiot-
attention.
idiot
Just
savant.
naturally walks across.
Yeah, idiot savant.
Yeah.
Kind of
He-
way. You know what I mean?
It's just like he's still holding, like rubbing his arm where the mimic bit him, and he just quickly like books it across. Kind of just hops over the boards that you broke falling in. Then Thea goes and starts walking across. You get to the point where Fargon fell in, and you kind of go to like hop across, and the boards, because you are full chain armor, shield, all of that, you just feel the boards go and give way, and you just feel yourself start dropping. You are able to grab onto the like the ropes that are connected to the plank in front of you and hold on so you don't fall all the way through. And Gorg sees you falling through, and he quickly comes back, and as you're like hanging on right there, he just grabs your arms and basically just yanks you up. Let's see what he gets on a strength check.
Oh, jeez, this is where he's gonna fail.
No, he got a 16. So yeah, he grabs you and basically starts like kind of backpedaling and pulling you up.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I
Doesn't he get
cannot
disadvantage?
swim.
He gets disadvantage, right? Because he's helping somebody.
Oh, that's right. He rolled another 13.
Sorry.
It doesn't change. He rolled another 13.
Aw.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see you fall.
Oh, wait, no, he's not gonna get the sensual healing then.
Alright. Yes.
I'll give him essential healing.
I guess I'll go first this time through the hallways.
The
All right.
darkness.
So as you were walking up these stairs, you see the mist from the waterfall is kind of pushing into the room. Like it's not like filling the room, but it is like a low mist. And in the mist, you just hear this zoo 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 zoo.
Oh, that
zoo.
sounds satisfying.
Oh, so we must be
The
at the zoo.
Helicopter?
Yeah, because you can see.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, you can see there's two blades.
What is it now? I can't see.
Yeah,
Wait.
they mentioned something about a blade trap.
Yeah, you can see the mist basically swirling in two places as the blades. One's going clockwise. The one close to you is going clockwise. The one on the other side is going counterclockwise.
But
They weren't kidding about blades, were they, boys?
No, they weren't.
So does anybody want to try and get past the blades, or
Are they like close to the ground? Or...
yeah. Can you explain this a
they're-
little bit? in
they're
more detail?
basically like they're quickly spinning. They're
like plausibly like running through fast, or
like
Like,
you're gonna
we
have to
shouldn't
you're gonna
try.
have to jump and dodge and shit.
so
God.
probably not that one. Okay.
Well, time to get decapitated.
So yeah.
Yeah, how high up are they? Are they ground level? Are they head level?
They're like
Multi-level?
you have a blade that's they're different increments. There's one that's basically
God,
like
of course
knee
they
level
are.
for going by like regular human size. There's one that's like knee level. On the first one, there's one that's knee level and about like shoulder level. on the far one, there's one that's like waist and head level.
I don't like.
Wait, how are these things powered?
Magic.
Yeah. What?
Magic.
No magic.
I turn around and I'm like, does anybody see a boulder?
Make a perception.
What?
Whoever wants to look, make a perception check.
Oh boy, let me try
Alright.
perception and fail again.
I might as well.
I have a
Anybody
plus
outside
4.
could
Are
probably
you
make
sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I looked real hard. I did.
Man, the dice gods really hate me today.
All right, so Chris, you don't see shit. You're in the
course.
tunnel. You're like at the bottom of the stairs. Terran's right behind you, and you can't really see anything. Ryan, as you're going and basically looking over Twig's shoulder, and you can see on the far side of the room that like right here is a lever.
Okay.
I don't know why my thing's not pinging.
Mm.
I see it.
Yeah. You see there's a lever over there that you assume will go and it'll shut off the blade traps so people can
What-
pass through.
Can I try and shoot an arrow at it?
It's already pointed down,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotcha.
so it wouldn't really do anything.
Try to bounce it off the ground up to it.
I have an idea. Well, I have several ideas. One plausible one. What are these made out of? Like, are they destructible easily?
No.
I would imagine they're like iron or steel.
Yeah, the blades are steel. The
Well, basically,
pillars are
when I-
they're wood that's wrapped in more metal.
Well, because I do have Thunderwave that I've been wanting to try out. So I was wondering if that's something that would work.
Be careful of
Mm.
magic. Mine backfired.
Yeah, that's true. There was like a
All right, I got
wild
one.
magic.
I got one final idea. I can try to cast Blade Ward and just try to run through it.
But remember, what
I
happened
look for
to the
around.
whole
Piercing
wizard
slashing
man?
damage.
All right.
Okay, you
So
Is, is cantrip magic the same as spell magic?
cantrips
In
you
this
can use
scenario?
whenever you want.
Well, I meant like for the
is it
magic
gonna affect
presence.
the wild? Okay.
It will trigger. I think it will. Let me consult the guide.
Well, here's the question.
Doesn't even count.
What did that blade do? Like the lever? I mean, not the blade.
Well, I assume shuts it off, but could ironically speed it up. I guess I don't know.
See, that's you're
No.
thinking on the same wavelength as I am. It's gonna fucking speed that shit up.
Creature anywhere
Hmm.
no Midgard
I mean, I'm
magic
just using context clues and
spends a
hoping that
spell
it's
slot. So no, it doesn't affect cantrips.
sweet. All
I
right.
tried
so,
yelling.
All right.
so I mean,
I
is that
see
what-
you want to do something, so I'll just move out to the side so you can get through.
Yes. Excusez-moi. Is that what we want to do? I mean, I think I'm the most.
The only other thing I can think of is tying a rope to an arrow, but I don't see how that's gonna work.
Chase, what the hell are you rolling
Tight.
for?
I was rolling to look around, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I was just hoping that maybe there's a secret way around.
well, you do remember seeing the
This
yeah,
thing.
that area up to the north.
All right, guys, I have a plan. We cut the rope bridge and we use it as a makeshift ladder.
You all should have fucking rope.
I just don't like the rope bridge right now.
What if we throw a rope into the blade and try to get it stuck?
I feel like it's just gonna.
It's just gonna chop
the
it
rope.
up.
I don't have rope actually.
Damn.
I do.
I have a candle.
Well, some have rope, some have like hemp rope and stuff. So what did you want to do, Ryan?
I guess I cast Blade Ward, the cantrip.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, +0. Good. Oof.
Can I like
You're
can
one
I
off.
like throw him?
You want to assist him?
Yeah, I kind of want to just throw him like as close as possible.
Then I'll give you advantage on it. So roll again, Ryan.
Oh god, I hope I roll better. Thank God.
Okay, so 9. Shit, what is resistance again? I think it cuts that in half. If I remember right.
Sounds right.
AC against hits target. Resistance is game turn. Yeah, so you're gonna take, since you got a successful roll, it's 9 damage and then half of that, so 4 damage.
Okay.
And then how do you want to do it?
I mean, I'm being thrown. Do I really have?
Oh yeah, you don't really have a
I
choice.
think it's more.
So
Him.
In you go.
so Twig goes and you look at Twig and you go and as you cast Blade Ward and touch yourself on the chest. Shut up, Chris. I will
Sorry.
kill you, Chris.
I'm gonna wait till a long rest to do that. Oh,
I said on the chest, idiot.
there was a pause.
So you cast Blade Ward on yourself, and Twig goes and grabs you, and just goes and like one hand grabbing you by like the top of your pants, one by right at the back of the neck on your tunic, and he just goes and off you go, and he chucks you. You go and he makes it in between the blades that are near you, and your side, like your left arm, just gets scraped by the it's a very shallow cut along your arm from the blade on the left. But you make it through, and you hit the other side and just roll a little bit. You roll like 3 or 4 feet.
So here.
It's like, wow, he made it.
Wow, I only kind of got hurt.
I hate this place.
So then
I hate this.
then you go and
So-
did you want to throw the switch?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Hopefully, it turns him off. God, I
Yeah,
don't want
it
that
goes
roll.
and you hit the switch and you just hear a couple of gears click, and the blades just start slowing down until finally they come to a full stop. After about a minute,
Hooray, I'm a hero.
and now everybody can pass through safely.
Woo!
Hooray.
The hero of Garamir. No, nobody.
I didn't get the reference.
As I shove Yuri out of the way.
Fuck you, woman. I do what I want.
He runs past.
I'm faster than you.
Quick, turn the fan back on.
What? What? Because Gorg is right there?
Big oof.
JK. Oh god, no.
The wolf accidentally bumps it.
That's what I was going for, but I rolled a 2. I'm like, if I roll anything other than like, if I roll If I roll less than a 10, he doesn't do anything. If I roll higher than a 10, he grabs the switch.
All right.
There's
I guess
another
I'll-
trap room, I swear to God.
First, but
yeah,
I guess I'll go first.
yeah. You were first over, so
So
I'm
I
getting
really-
tired of all these traps.
as
I
you
really
are
like my other character anyway. Fuck it.
as you're walking down this hallway, you just hear two different voices just going back and forth in Gnomish. And it's like
Ahoy, ahoy.
nobody can understand it. So you just they're just yelling at each other.
Bunch of Lilo and Stitches. Right?
I don't know what to make Gnomish, so I'm making it up.
so perfect. Keep it there.
no, that's good.
I guess that's another dialect.
Do you want to try to roll for hearing context clues or anything? Or...
No, you
Beautiful.
don't understand the language unless you have a spell that goes and helps you with language.
I'm not casting any kind of fucking spell.
Where
Do you have a spell for that, Chase?
No, I thought
Oh,
about
okay.
it, but I decided I wanted the floating disc.
Oh, I should probably go and.
I was hoping somebody could do like a wisdom check. Be like, I think I read.
I was looking, but I
just
think
go off the tone or something.
I think my other character has abyssal speak.
Be like, well, they sound angry, so it sounds like
Yeah,
angry.
it's not a pleasant conversation. They're kind of just yelling at each other.
Maybe that's how they talk nicely to each other.
It doesn't sound nice.
Well, maybe to us, us foreigners.
As far as
They're
as far
about
as
to
we
throw
know, they
punches.
could be
Flying
you know,
Yeah, maybe the louder is
Flirting.
the friendlier.
Could be.
Yeah, they could be like orcs. Where they punch each other to say hi.
I thought they gouge out each other's eyeballs.
So,
No, that's on weddings.
so you guys
Gotcha,
just
that's
That's how
are
they consummate the marriage.
you guys just staying in the hallway, pushing into the room? What are you doing?
I think we should push one at a time.
I don't want to surprise them. I hate being first.
I push you in forward.
Oh God.
I thought
So-
the person with the shield was going first.
So you go and as you're standing in the doorway and you're kind of peeking around, just listening and kind of like looking at these two, Twig just comes up behind you. Why are you hiding?
into the
And you push him. And he goes and stumbles, and you hit the ground with a little bit of a clatter, and both of the rock gnomes look over at you, and they're like,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to push you that hard.
Come on, man.
one of them is like, "Oh, we have guests. There's guests here. There's new people. Oh,
Hello.
Oh,
hello.
Hi.
I hate your traps.
You're not in the room
you
yet.
talk to him.
I know.
Okay,
He's just shouting it from the last room.
I
You just
pick
hear
up
it from there.
Falkland off the floor, and I'm just like, you talk to him.
So
You're small like that.
Hello.
You know their language, right?
he's taller than
I
you,
s-
isn't he?
Isn't he?
oh gosh,
4'10".
He's an
gosh, Mike is taller than you.
He's shorter than
oh,
me.
he is short, but he's
Wow.
still an elf. So
not compared to the gnomes.
yeah, you're still taller than them.
Oh, no. Well,
I think Taryn probably looked him
still.
in the eyes, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that would be about right. They'd be about wolf size. So, you want to talk to him?
Not really. I'd rather somebody else did, but I can't.
We're here to say the king.
About a quest.
Quest that was posted in a town somewhere.
Dibbledob and something
That's-
else.
That's just what we were discussing. How to help the king.
Great.
Dimble, stimble, dabble, dob.
Maybe,
King
maybe
Dabble
get
What the
Dub.
hell did you just call
get
me?
an audience with the king.
I'm sorry, but the king is
Dead.
not himself right now. He-
Define
Yeah,
yourself.
He
what does that mean?
the other one looks at him and just says, "The king's fucking insane."
Can
Ah,
can
I
we by
see.
chance ask your guys' names?
Is he the one that did these traps?
I'm sorry. How rude of me. I'm Fibblestib. This is this is Dabbledob. We are the Royal Engineers.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guys that we needed to
Tell us
talk
what we
to
need to
about
do.
this With. Okay. So what happened? What's going on?
Well, we're not sure. We're not exactly sure how to cure King Korbuz of his madness. I think that we could use a sanity ray, and we could maybe change him back. I think we just make a straitjacket and we tie him up.
Why don't you just kill him?
Good idea.
Take over.
When did he change? What events led to this?
I like how he's the only one who's actually like thinking logically about anything.
Well, it's just my character.
I know. It just makes me laugh.
Give me 1 second. I'm reading up
This is
on
actually
this.
like really smart stuff.
Okay.
It's like, oh wow, that's actually really smart to think about. Oh, this is just some bullshit.
RCXD inbound.
What was your question, Chase?
What events led him to his insanity? Is there anything that changed to lead to this? What was he doing when it happened?
Did he get any? Did he pick up any items?
Let me see.
It was a ring.
No.
It's always a ring, guy.
It's always a ring. It's true.
Well, because we've had a bit of a we've had a bit of a mimic problem. King Korbuz thinks that King Grenkel is a mimic, and he's kind of locked him in their chamber.
Hey,
He
Grog, why don't
probably
you go
is
pick
a
him up?
mimic.
I was thinking that.
Grog don't like.
Grog, meanwhile, is just like, oh, not mimic, not another one. So, the gnome,
And Grog some cloth.
the gnome just continues. We were since you all look like stout adventurers, maybe you could convince King Korbuz that he's not. Maybe.
We can try.
So he thinks he's a changeling.
Then Dabbledob chimes in. If you can get them to open the door, we got a few special items we can give you.
I'm listening. I see.
You just need the door open.
Well,
Which door? The one up above?
we'd like them to we'd like the door open. Maybe you could help us cure him of the madness.
How? What's the door made of?
rock.
Oh, that's easy. Here, let's just throw fucking garlic through the wall. That'll work.
Where is it? Is it this?
You point up. Is it that door there?
Is it that door?
No, that's not the door. It's if you go down this hallway over here and you head down that way, you'll come to the throne room. There should be a door, hidden door there.
I see.
Oh shit!
So what's
that's
with special items? That's wrong.
fuck? Only the kings are supposed to know about that door.
Okay, we pretend we didn't hear it.
Reverse time.
Retract.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to help.
If you go down this hallway over there, and then you're gonna take a right, and just keep heading down that hallway. You'll get to their door.
So what are we doing? Sorry, I wasn't here.
I think we're going down this hallway. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What was the special item thing? Is it as a reward?
Yeah, we got a few magical items that if you can help us cure them, we'll go and
Okay.
you can have them as our thank you.
As terms
Alright.
of cure, what happens if he dies?
Could I have an extra for getting shot by the guard? By the crazy archer turret sentry lady?
1 second. I gotta
It's really nice once you get to know her.
What the fuck was her name?
It was. Oh wait, I don't think I wrote that down.
I just call it crazy sentry lady.
Unless the door opens to music or is shittily made, I can't do anything about it.
I told
Oh.
Factor to not shoot random people.
I have the arrow still in my shoulder.
I pulled out.
It really?
You go and you put your hand like against his as he's going talking to Dabbledob. You go and you walk up, you put your hand on his chest, and you just grab the shaft of the arrow and just rip it out. You just pull it
There you
straight
go.
out.
It's not in there anymore. You're welcome.
You
Any day.
used to have Fargon looking at you like he has his hand on the wound to try and stop the bleeding a little bit, and he's just like, "You fucking asshole."
You don't do that with arrows.
Offers a rag to Fargon.
Are you gonna take his rag or not?
I take medicine time. Patch it up.
Roll for medicine.
Please fucking give me a roll.
Natural one. Natural one. Natural
And mine's a B all the time.
There
Wow.
you go. Dude. What is everybody in natural 20? Come on.
So you go
I'm
and
really
you have like tiny bottle of like antiseptic, and you just go and you pour a little bit on the wound, and you just go and take the rag, and you don't stuff it into the wound, but you stuff it like under your robe, right on top of the wound, and it's held in place there now by your clothing.
I perfectly dress and patch the wound.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, see there, all better.
I think I deserve an extra hit point for that.
No, I will take a hit point away. I will make a
will
rock
not.
fall on you. Remember, you're in a cave.
With a natural 20.
Stalagmites.
You keep
Stalactites.
you keep saying natural 20. I will roll for earthquake. So
All right, so
you've done that. and they're just like, yeah, we got a few magical items that we could give you if you can go and get our kings back to normal.
All right. What's this way?
Over there is that's just the domiciles. That's the sleeping quarters.
Oh, okay.
Can I judge whether he's telling the truth or not?
Roll a perception check.
Perception. It's just
Still never found out what happens if one of them dies.
Oh,
Uh,
17.
They seem on the up and up. There's nothing like
Negative. Okay.
mischievous or anything about them.
okay.
Okay, are you going to ask them what if one of them dies?
I already did ask that.
We would prefer both of them live. I don't think they're violent, but
Both of them.
yeah, King Korbaz and King Grenkel.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, again, I wasn't here, so
Yeah, King Korbaz is basically, they think he's insane.
He needs a straight jacket.
Yeah, they were debating when they were yelling at each other. It was basically one wants to use a sanity ray to fix him, the other just wants to build a straitjacket and tie him up.
I mean, I would go for a straight jacket.
I
Most logical.
I idly wonder if this has anything to do with the wild magic in the air.
It might.
Hey, Mike, you should totally ask about that. Or no, better yet, Fargon, since he's been getting yeeted by his own magic.
Another question.
I was more like thinking that just to see if it would. So, and then I asked Fargon, do you think this has anything to do with the spell backfiring on you?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
what is
guys
all
have been
that?
you've been using spells, haven't you?
Well, when you get shot by an arrow, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, sorry about that. Around here we call it wild magic. It's normally using magic around here isn't a good idea. I would refrain from that if
Has that been going on for a long time?
oh yeah, we're just used to it by now.
How are you able to use magic to power devices?
Who says we use magic?
Hmm.
Didn't you see the
See.
water wheels?
You do you think this has anything to
Nerd.
do with the key, King? With the wild magic? Maybe?
It might. It's
Is that when it started, or how long has this been going?
it's always been like this. Like we've never had a problem like this before. The wild
Have you
magic.
had any visitors?
No, none that I remember passing through.
Has it gotten worse lately?
No, it's all been it's
How do you investigate the magic in the air?
I would imagine it just like
Can you magically
is
feel
this
for
outside.
Do you feel a tingle in your loins?
Are you asking me or are
hit
you
your
asking
balls.
them?
it? You, not them.
Arcana.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna feel
There.
for it.
Would it be Arcana or?
Can I do that too?
Increases your ability, eldritch symbols, magical traditions, planes of existence, inhabitants of those planes.
I think it would be an Arcana check.
Say,
Is that just for
it sounds
Fargon?
like natural magic. It might be nature.
Oh, natural bell.
I feel for it just to learn a little bit more about it.
It's
And I feel Fargon.
if you really want to.
No, just kidding.
As Fargon's standing there, like eyes closed, just
Gyrating.
kind of like feeling for magic in the air, just kind of reaching out with his mind to go and just try and tap into some of the magic that's around Nomengard.
He goes insane. Uh-oh.
I didn't critically one. That's
I
like a
did,
critical one thing.
So no, he doesn't go critically insane. If it was a 20, then yes, because that was going to be an insanity check. It's like you're using your own magic to try and like feel around what is like what's there, and you feel this whipping of like just a torrent of magic around the mountain. That is, you've never felt anything like it before, and it's just there's no limit to it. Is mostly like what it is. There's nothing controlling it. There's no limit. It's just insanity. And
I see.
yeah, that's
Around the mountain.
Just general question: does Chase's hair whip back and
no.
My beard.
And if you start trying to whip
Beard
a
whips
Nene,
back and
I
forth.
will drop a boulder on your
I
head.
will not whip a Nene. That's not what I'm getting. I'm not getting to that. God, what do you take me for, a savage?
Yes.
Would you say that this wild magic is coming from another plane of existence?
No, because it's natural.
It's just natural wild magic from
Yeah,
around the mountain.
It's just natural magic that's around the mountain.
Magic.
I go to my notebook. Interesting.
I kind of look over his shoulder to see what he writes down.
Maybe that's why we're so insane here.
No,
No,
I
it's just you
see-
people are fucking
Uncontrollable,
insane.
Limitless and insane.
I see what Fargon writes down, and then I'm like, do you have any magic suppressing devices?
Talking to the gnomes.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't. Most of us don't use magic. We're good with
Right.
our hands, so
But your king does?
not
Maybe
that
there's
we
a
know of.
correlation between this wild magic and their sanity.
Right.
It could be. But
Did your king try to practice magic? Did he try to harness this wild magic?
we
Was he interested in that?
well, we have this book over here that is it has some spells in it, and he did read it a little bit, so that might have.
Can I see that?
I was gonna ask if I could see it.
So both you walk over to it. Make a wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
You whizzed on Dom. What?
Well, I don't know.
Wisdom's +2.
So
Jesus.
Mike goes and Twig and the book's over in like this corner. So you
Okay.
both go and walk over to it, and Twig's like kind of looking basically over Chase's head at the book, and you're just like, I do not understand this shit.
Yeah, those are words of some description.
I know some of these words.
Interesting.
So
I'm gonna walk over too.
All right, make a wisdom check.
I'll make way because I'm useless.
Okay, hold on.
So, as Fargon is going and reading the book, you start noticing spells that you've heard of. Like you notice the
What?
what's up, tits?
What does the spell book fall under besides a wisdom check?
No, just do a wisdom check.
Okay. Is +2. Oh shit.
All right, so as Thea walks over and is looking at it as you're kind of like slowly flipping through the book, Fargon, you don't recognize any of the spells that are in there. Like you recognize the language because it's in common and a language that you perceive as gnomish. But Fargon goes and as you're reading through it, you start noticing that a lot of them are wizard spells. So the spells that are contained in the spell book are Burning Hands, Detect Magic, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, and Sleep. The one that you do fully recognize is the Shield spell that's in there.
I explain everything you just said to them.
I ask if we can just take the book to see if it'll help us.
As long as you bring it back.
Yeah, sure.
I will
What do you
hold on
need
to
it for? You don't do magic?
No, I'm asking for Fargon just to take it to see if it'll help us against. I mean, I don't know what's in there really, except what he just told us.
No,
Words.
but they don't do magic. So what do they need the book for?
It's theirs.
So
Yeah.
they don't need it?
Well, I mean, it's their kings. They're
So
not allowed to
just
give it
come
away.
and Take it.
It's been the book has been passed down through generations, so we can't let you have it, but you can use it to go and
Mm-hmm.
if you think it'll help, you can
Yeah,
borrow it.
I'm sure it will. Sure it will.
Watch out for sticky fingers
Bars.
over there in the hood.
Hey, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
that's the second book we have that needs returned now.
Leave
Wait,
my
what's the
library alone.
Deal- What are you guys talking about?
Fargon has one.
I don't.
Does he?
I have the alchemy book.
Actually, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I didn't steal it. I asked for it. I was a nice
I mean,
person.
so did I. So we're not stealing anything.
Still have to bring it back.
Yeah, I'm also copying it down in another book.
To be fair,
Which
I don't think
takes like
we know that.
1 or 2 nights.
I don't think you've told us that. So
No,
No, I've seen that. I've seen him do that. So that's why I asked for the book so he could take it and copy shit down. No, I did at the campfire.
I said okay. Believe you.
So, do you guys want to? Are you guys gonna head over to where the kings are?
All right,
Yeah.
Might as well.
let's deal with this king.
I guess I'll. I mean, I'll probably follow up
You
on the
go
rear since. Oh, I guess I'll go. Fuck it.
Go
Whatever.
shield first.
Okay.
I'm
I
not getting
move
stabbed again.
Falcon out of the way so I can go first.
You just push Falkland forward, and then you walk up the right path there.
It's right here, right?
Yeah,
That's what they said. Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna go behind him.
Okay. I'll go all the way up.
Actually, Fargon. Probably more helpful here anyway.
Hello.
So you get
What's
to
the other way?
Go follow it. I don't know what is this way.
Yeah, so you walk up. As you're walking, you just you come to a door at the end of the hallway.
A door at the end of the hallway?
Yes, a fucking door at the end of the fucking hallway.
No way.
Egad.
God.
Did you want
Breakthrough, guys.
Do you want to knock?
Knock first.
I just no. I'm not polite. I just open the door.
You grab the handle to the door, and you try and open it, and you stand there shaking the door, trying to get it open because it's locked, and it doesn't open at all.
I kick the door.
You kick the door.
I
and
have an idea.
It does nothing, and you just
Oh.
hear from inside. What do you want?
I want you.
No, I ain't coming out. There's a shape changer in our midst. I am not coming out until I know it's
Yeah,
gone.
It's in the barrel room, the wine cellar. Don't worry, we got it. Taken care of.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god.
Nice.
That wasn't bad. All things considered.
You want to know how fucking lucky you are?
Pretty lucky.
It has a DC of 12.
Yeah.
It is.
Got it.
You hear
We have the bite marks to prove it.
you just hear like the pattering of feet on stone through the door. And the door unlocks. Door unlocks and swings open. And you just see on the other side is fuck, of course I can't select that now. You just see a kind of disheveled gnome standing at the door like, is it really gone?
Yeah. Totally.
He goes he kind of like he narrows his eyes at you.
I smile.
Good.
So you're the king, right?
I'm one of them.
Nice to meet you. My name is Twig.
I am King Carbaz.
Great. Can I come in?
Yes, come in.
Got a line behind me.
Come in.
All right.
Hello.
He walks
Go
over
in for-
and he's like, Crinkly, guess what? Are you gonna let me go finally? Yeah, these adventurers. They said they killed the they killed the shape changer. Korbaz goes over to him and he pulls a vial from his pocket and basically pours it on the onto Grenkel's lap, like in between his legs, because he glued him to the chair.
Oh my gosh.
I watch where I stand.
He went and he had gone and you see Grenkel just sitting there, and his arms are wrapped with cloth to like they're tied to the chair, and you just see as Korbaz goes and pours the flask of solvent in between Grenkel's legs and on like the side of his legs and stuff. You just see as he stands up, there's just glue just stretching from the chair and the bottom of his pants. Then Korbaz goes and unties his arms so that he can fully stand up, and they're both just standing there, looking at you. And Grenkel's like, "Did you really kill it?"
Yeah, it was a tough battle. Man, those things are tough. Kind of surprising too, you know.
You people don't look hurt enough. I
Well-
don't believe that you fought it.
Hey, Grog, come on in here.
Grog comes barging through and just goes and stands in front.
Show him the bite.
Yeah, he holds his arm up. It hurt me. And they just see puncture marks on his arm from where the mimic bit him.
See?
Nice.
Now that that's settled, let's get down to business.
To fight the Huns?
Yes. To defeat the Hun.
I'm seriously wondering how this is gonna go. Oh,
I
God.
know, me too. I have no idea.
Nice.
I'm just kind of pulling this shit out of my ass right now.
That's what I do all the time with this. So
Well, because we break the fucking mold. We go above and beyond to not do exactly what we need.
yeah.
The un-Call of Duty.
So this is Grinkle talking. I guess for getting rid of that fucking mimic, y'all deserve a reward. He goes over
Reward, you say?
to a chest next to his bed, like at the foot of their bed.
I rub my hands together.
He opens it up, and he pulls out a hat and a stick.
We know who that's going to.
And he's just like, he goes and
Does he hand them to
yeah,
me?
he hands him straight to Twig, and he's like, "We got a few items that I think you guys you might like." And yeah, he goes and he hands them straight to Twig.
Are any of them longbows by chance?
Nope.
Shit.
No, we don't really use longbows. You see our tiny arms. Longbows
Yeah,
don't
but
really.
you could always, barter for it later if you find them. You know what
I mean, you could always make them to size.
Well, that's why we use crossbows. You ran into Forktog, whatever the fuck her name was.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Crazy sentry lady.
annihilate everything. Okay, yeah, we know that lady very well.
Yeah, she shot us.
Yeah, she's
Specifically me.
sorry about her. She's a little eccentric.
Yeah, and yeah.
Pretty much. So, this hat and stick, are they anything special, or is it just a hat and stick?
It's somebody make an Arcana check. An Arcana check.
I mean, mine's don't have any, but I can do that.
I have +2.
You can also go and anybody who's looking at it can.
Not good.
Well,
So, Twig is like you're just standing there with a hat and a stick in your hand, and you're just like,
Just like, what the fuck?
why? Why are you giving me a hat and a stick? Fargon and Falkland, both of you walk up and you kind of analyze the who
be right
who
back,
wants
guys.
to check out the hat? Who wants to check out the wand or the stick? Yes, we heard you, Chris.
I'll check out the hat, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like a thing you'd want to look at. Let me see the stick.
Okay, so as you go and you're both kind of like looking at them, and you recognize that they both have magical properties. The hat is a hat of wizardry, and the stick is a wand of pyrotechnics.
I look at Fargon and ask to switch. This
Yes,
is
he
for
needs a
wizards.
wizard hat to go with his wizard robe.
Yeah, this one was more for you.
Sure, sure.
I'm just like, but those were mine. You just
No.
took them from me.
No,
It was just
They-
to stick to you.
they didn't take them. You were still holding on to them,
Oh, okay.
You're still
I
holding
still
on
got
to
him.
so they can try and take them from you, or they can ask for them, or something.
Try to roll a
can
deception
fully
check.
analyze
Like, no, you
the-
never handed it to me in the first place. What are you talking about? Oh,
These are not the droids you're looking for.
All right.
What's going on?
I was just trying to find a stick on the ground and be like, here's that one, the same one. No.
I mean, do you want to ask for them? You can ask.
No,
Do you have anything else? You know, as a bonus because you're getting shot on the way here.
This is just a fire stick.
Wand of pyrotechnics, and a hat of
So-
wizardry.
So pretty much, yes. Fires.
Well,
Uh,
the wand, it's got 7 charges in it.
hmm?
When you use a charge, it creates a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point that you can see up to 60 feet away.
Wow, that seems...
It's about as bright as a torch, but it only lasts for a second.
I hand it back to Wig. Here you go, buddy. This was yours anyway.
Oh, thanks.
It casts light and small fire. But I already... If I want attention, I have Thunderwave, which is audible for 300 feet, so you can use this.
I offer them to Argon, like slowly,
Both of them?
to see if he wants them.
Oh,
Do you want these? If not, I'll just.
So
Hang on to 'em, I guess.
here's what Did you look up what what a hat of wizardry is, Chase?
yeah.
Okay, so you know what it is.
It's specifically for wizards, basically.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, right?
I am.
Harry Potter.
Well, this hat looks pretty useful.
So you take the hat.
I will take the hat.
Okay.
The wand of pyrotechnics. What does this do?
It just makes a harmless light that's like torch light. Within like it can be 60 feet away.
I feel like anyone can have that one. I would hold on to that one.
I'll just. Do you want it, or should I? I'll just hold on to it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's a torch.
Let me add that to my stuff. Go ahead. Do whatever.
Yeah, you don't even have to custom add it.
Oh, is it just like a?
It's an actual
Put
item.
the hat on.
That's actually pretty neat.
So then the kings basically they're like go back to fuck, what were the engineers' names? Go back and
Zippy Dab.
no. Go see Fibblestib and Dabbledob. They might have some stuff for you.
All right.
We'll be there in a minute or two, and we'll make sure they give you the shit. We'll make sure they reward you for coming to help us. So basically, everybody heads back to there. And then the two kings.
Good news. The problem is solved.
We did it.
That's good. As you let them know that the problem is solved, both the kings walk in, and they're just like, Fibblestep, give him some other shit. Give him something good. Yes, sir. Please follow me.
I rub my hands together again.
All
give
right.
the Give the little
Excuse
man the
me,
book.
kind sir.
Yeah. Fargon, Fart knocker.
So he takes you over to here, unlocks the door, and kind of ushers everybody or lets everybody in.
Oh, this is a gas chamber. God damn it.
No, he's in there with you. You
Gonna die.
Martyrs excited.
as you all enter the room, you see it's kind of like a jumble of gnomish gizmos. Like there's loose gears everywhere. There's bits of metal, and there's other different. There's some other scraps that the gnomes use to kind of cobble together different inventions.
Ooh.
After like a minute or two of Fibblestip going and kind of rooting around in one pile, like kind of just pushing stuff out the way, and it's this loud like cacophony of just metal hitting on stone and just stuff being moved out of the way. He finds a treasure chest that they had buried under the metal. He pulls out a key and goes and opens it, and he pulls out an amulet, and it's about he pulls out a pole that's about a foot long, and he goes and he basically turns around and he holds them both out to you guys with kind of like shaking hands because he's happy that the kings are back, and he's just like, here you go. And he's
I take the amulet.
okay.
Guess. Yuri, take the pole. You'll use it the best.
Guess grabs the pole.
It's a foot long. It's a foot long, so
If you need me to analyze it, I can do that later.
You sure you're gonna analyze it when there's a woman on it?
Well,
Hey, Fargon. Fargon, you should ask if you can bring the book back later.
or at least copy shit down now.
Could I copy your book?
Mm,
Since I'm not, it would just be copying it, and then basically, not really taking it. Basically, no harm.
you
Can we ask the king?
you'd have to check with the kings and see what they say.
This book.
So, Thea, add the clockwork amulet to your inventory.
Okay.
Basically, it is a. If you put it to your.
How do I add it?
Just go into your inventory and or go into your equipment and hit manage equipment, and then you can search for it. Basically,
Okay.
when you make an attack roll wearing the amulet, you can forgo rolling the d20 to get a 10 on the die. Once you use it, you can't use it until the next dawn.
That's pretty good.
And Chris, add a pole of collapsing to your inventory.
Sound practical.
Well,
That's a
I mean,
10-foot pole.
Sounds like a police baton.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
Where
it's a
it's a
10.
I thought it was a dildo.
No,
It's a
Oh.
wondrous item.
it's a 10-foot. It's
Okay,
basically
you can
it's in
make
a
it a 10-foot.
right now it's in its 1 foot long rod form. When you speak a word of command, you can have it become a 10-foot pole.
I know what I can use this for.
Yeah, I do too.
When I'm in a pinch, whip it out, snap my command, and let that shit impale whatever's in front of me.
It's
Put a
not sharp.
pointy thing on the
It's
end.
flat. Like
Okay,
both
haven't
ends
you
are
ever
flat.
heard of-
Could he sharpen it though?
Haven't you heard of force? I don't mean the force. I mean force, forcing shit through things.
Imagine,
So I-
sticking that into like an animal's mouth and then extending it.
Oh,
Do I have to activate it to like use it once a day?
You just have to tell me that you're going to use it. Like you're
What's
you're gonna
attunement?
you're gonna be wearing it around your neck.
Obviously.
So it's basically just whenever you're gonna use it, just let me know, and that'll be the one use.
Okay.
So after he's given you all of these these 2 items, he kind of starts like ushering you out of the room and back to where the kings are.
Well, I just take a look around the room real fast, see if I can
Make a perception
see
check.
anything.
Yoink anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo. Seeing if there's anything worthwhile.
Perception. Okay. What I thought. Nope, don't see a damn thing.
No, it's all just like it's all metal stuff, and it's nothing really like expensive or big.
Shrug my shoulders and just leave.
God. Thief.
Hey, you'll thank me someday. I deceived 2 kings for you guys. Come on.
Just
And
waiting
again, it
for
was
them
only a
to
12 charisma
I
check.
know. I want to get the fuck out of here.
To be fair, we could, do something on the way out, but I
run.
wouldn't-
That's what I was thinking too, honestly. But I was like, well, it's just another one.
Don't forget to ask about the book, Fargon.
Excuse me, kind kings. Could I take some time to copy the spell book that you guys have?
Who let you have the spell book?
We found it on the ground.
He said he'll let him have it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Yuri.
What?
wait, who let him have it?
He just said that you would let him. You could keep it if you were listening.
I didn't say that shit. I said,
Oh.
who let you?
Oh, sorry.
We
It was
brought
on
it
the
in
ground,
just in
we
case it
saw
was
it.
needed.
It was on the ground. We just found it on the way here.
Then I want you to put
Mhm.
it back where you found it.
Oh. Put it back, Fargon, quickly.
With haste.
All right.
Damn it, I knew we
Thank you.
should just should just left without saying anything.
I don't see Fargon doing that, letting these little royal mechanical keeper things die.
So did you put the book back?
Just puts like a different blank book
I
right
just
there.
put out like
Make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage because all
No,
4
I
of
don't
them
know.
are watching you.
Are you gonna do that?
no.
Are you sure?
I don't want their spells. These gnomes are dumb.
Oh, his feelers are hurt.
That's so funny.
We had to go through multiple trap rooms, and one was just getting shot.
Don't worry, she
And
won't shoot
another
you
one
on the way
getting
out.
bit,
If she does, I'm coming back here.
taking your book.
No, if you would please. Thank you for the help. Get out.
Do you need anything else done, King?
Get out.
No. We're fine.
Are you sure you don't sound fine? Need somebody to talk to?
Jesus Christ, would
Not
shut up,
you.
let's go.
Oh.
God, I think everybody who meets y'all hates y'all.
Probably.
I'm just gonna. walk
Um,
get outta
Do
here.
you have a quicker way out of here other than that rickety old bridge?
You could go through the quarters and jump.
Okay.
That sounds better.
Don't need to be a dick about it.
I'm gonna use rope.
Yep. Rope.
So you guys go.
I love how we assume quarters are this way.
They are.
I look around the corners.
You see multiple rock gnomes that are asleep.
We can just murder them in their sleep and no one will know. I'm kidding.
Wow. Jesus.
I'm good aligned. I can't do that.
Could beat them and make them believe in beauty.
So yeah, the edge there is a 30-foot drop down. It's a sheer cliff basically. You can try climbing down. You could tie off a rope. It's going to be a athletics check no matter what.
Well,
Oh, no.
who wants some broken legs, guys?
See, is it athletics? So +2. I'm gonna fucking get a shitty roll again. Yep.
The broke
The
legs.
dice gods really do hate me today. Even if I do throw a fucking grapple hook down or something.
You should have seen me last week. Holy shit.
Do I need to go and link the video?
Dude,
Like-
I rolled like what, 3 natural ones?
Yeah, something like that.
And then like 3 2, 3s, and 4s, I think.
Okay, I'm jumping first.
You're jumping.
She's sliding. What are
Dropping?
you talking about?
I was just going to use a rope.
I would say you're just going. You're basically you don't jump or anything. You just go and climb down. Like
We're rappelling down.
Is it like super steep or is it like you could just slide down?
it's very steep.
Like
It's basically sheer cliff. So you go and Thea goes and starts to climb down, just like free climb straight down. You do fall a few times because rocks give way under like the weight of you and your armor.
Can I do acrobatics? Can I show off a bit?
No athletics check.
Can
Okay.
Can I
It's
just
only
put
one
my
difference.
grapple hook down?
Well,
Are you putting a rope down? Or are you just straight climbing down? What are you guys doing?
I have a grapple.
I was just gonna climb down.
I'm using a rope.
If all Thea do it, I can do it too.
Okay, so Twig's up at the edge of the cliff, and he just goes and you start to climb down. You chose the worst side, where it's just constantly it's constantly dropping you basically. Like it goes and you start climbing, you get about 5 feet down, it drops you, like the rocks break and you slide down like 10 feet. And then you're able to get like 6 or 7 more feet, and then it gives way again, and you just slide down the rest of the way. You're basically you're sitting
Easy.
at the bottom, and you're just like, oh, my fucking knees.
See, easy.
Me whimpers because I'm trying to put a grapple hook down.
If you're gonna put a grapple hook down, I'll let you do advantage. So roll again.
I'm just going to use
Oh
this
my
grappling-
God.
I don't want to use this grappling hook. But you have an advantage.
Well, he got a 7 before, so
No, I got a
Oh,
9.
fuck. You're
no,
right.
you rolled a 7, then you added the 2 and got the 9. Advantage, we take the higher roll.
Congratulations.
So you go and you take your grappling hook. You kind of like you shove it in between 2 rocks that you think look steady, and you start to go and kind of like you start rappelling down like after you've tested it, and you're like, oh, that's good. You start rappelling down. You get about 10 feet. You feel the rope just slip as the grappling hook becomes dislodged from the rocks. And you just fall, like free fall, kind of like Die Hard, where you're just like, oh shit, and you slam into the ground. So like your back you're just kind of fucking like buckle up as you hit the ground, and you're like,
Another one.
And it doesn't help that Taryn fell with me because he was on my chest.
Okay.
The dog.
At least he's
Here's-
fine.
Okay, here's how it happened. So you slammed in the ground. Taryn was about a foot behind you on that fall. And as you like recoil up from the ground from hitting it that hard, Taryn just bam crushes you down to the like he lands half on your chest and half on your stomach, and just wind is completely gone, and you're just sitting there wheezing.
I just like crouch down and poke him and like, you okay?
No.
All right, so
All right, Twinkle Toes.
You got a rope for us.
I
I'll
got a
catch
rope
you.
for you. I'm
Slowly
tying the other end,
wrap
and I'm also watching the rope and holding on to it carefully so it doesn't tug and fall. You can now descend.
God. Thank God.
oh yeah, you have no problem just going down the going down the rope that Fargon is tied off.
All right, I'll hold this end for you, buddy.
I'm just gonna point to the chat.
What?
Everybody sees it.
Why are you gonna? Why are you
Don't worry, you got his
holding
grapple back.
onto the bottom of the rope?
I'm using a climber knot
Yeah, I
so
know.
I can recover the rope afterward too.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering because why is Falkland just holding on to the bottom of the rope for no reason?
He's trying
He
his
held it
best.
for me. I'm just trying to be nice.
Don't worry, I have it too.
Or I'll catch you
All
and I
right,
take a
roll
step back.
roll athletics check.
Oh,
You can do
should
it.
have got feather fall.
Wait, should
magic file, magic
should I roll
ball.
again to get my advantage? So maybe I get a 20.
No, you're fine with getting a 17.
Fine.
Just as bad as I am. Damn.
I'll catch him.
So
We're here to catch him, though. Oh yeah, I guess I'm down at the bottom.
yeah, you're
I'm
down at the
laying
bottom.
around, dying.
So
My character.
No
as
care.
you slowly start to descend down the rope. Actually, because you have advantage, roll again. Because you have advantage from using the rope.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
How deep was the water, by the way? Could we have just jumped into that?
The water's not very deep.
No, it's
Cancel.
not. Remember, they can walk through it.
Like,
The gnome.
the
so.
deepest part is by the waterfall, which is like 5 feet deep.
So, is that deep enough to jump into it?
No,
Wait, wait.
Gnomes
because
can walk through that
around-
easily to get the mushrooms.
Yeah.
So.
around where you guys are, it is like maybe a foot and a half, 2
Feet.
feet deep.
Knee high, maybe.
Yeah, it's right around knee high for a human.
Oh man, I came up with a better idea.
It's too late now.
Too late now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go and you're going like you're slowly rappelling down the rope. You have Falkland standing at the bottom, like for some reason, kind of like holding the rope out a little bit from the rocks. So you don't have a good like angle because it's kind of going. It's not along the cliffside. It's he's holding it at an angle. Like he's backed up about 10 feet holding it, thinking you were gonna like slide down. And you go and your hand slips as the rope gets farther and farther away, and you just start tumbling down the side of the cliff.
Um,
And it's basically like you're going and you're just tumbling sideways, just boom, boom, boom,
Zip line.
down the cliff, and you run into Falkland's legs as you get to the bottom. Like you have that much momentum that you just hit Falkland's legs and you knock him down.
Did
Hey,
I
look,
cushion him at
Bowling
least?
pin sound.
Hey, look at bowling ball, guys.
Like Falcon gets knocked up real easy, doesn't he?
So, Gorg goes and just quickly.
should I roll
just-
an acrobatics check for that?
No, it's just you're being knocked down because you stopped paying attention and you were just holding the rope out.
That seems irresponsible of me.
Yeah, you
But
like you were holding the rope, and then you thought like, why am I holding this rope? Like, you kind of just went scatterbrained for a minute, and then you got hit by a dwarf in the legs. Gorg
as long as I
just quickly scales it down.
Heads up.
He rolled a fucking 20.
Of course he did.
Jeez.
So he's basically like hopping from little ledge to little ledge and just hopping down.
No, he just fucking Skyrim horses it and just walks straight down the cliff.
He just jumps and just lands on his feet.
Yeah.
Does a superhero landing.
Yeah, he just goes and he jumps and lands like right on the others, right by Fargon and Falkland. And it's just like there's just a poof cloud of dust around his legs. And he just stands up and he's like, fine.
And I'm just like, we should leave before they find out we didn't kill anything.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
let's go.
I recover my rope by pulling the other end.
Yeah, you do like quick flick and the rope comes undone and you take
Roll
it,
it up.
you roll it up, put it back in your bag.
All right. And then Chris also got their grappling hook.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Chris got his grappling hook.
We're out of here. I'm out of this hellhole. I hate this magic place. I hate this trap.
Wait.
I hate
Did
the
you
crazy
guys-
sentry lady.
Did you guys kill the mimic or did you just leave it there?
No, it's just left there.
Literally, that's why I deceived the king. I
Yeah.
I lied to him pretty
Yeah,
much.
you basically lied and deceived the king.
And
saying
we
it was
just got a
gone.
bunch of shit for it. so-
Hey, here's the thing. It just says you have to do a
True
charisma
enough.
check. That's it.
Easy.
We earned it. We've been through their hellhole trap land.
Yeah, they were kind
Oh
of
my
dicks.
God.
So it is going to take. It is about. I would say it's like late afternoon when you get out of the. Like you've been there for less than a day. Like you're
Yeah.
able to get through the whole thing. It's about late afternoon.
And we're on our way back to the fucking windmill.
Did you guys
So
want to go to the
Casey
windmill?
gets next-
Are we able to make it back to the windmill?
I think he just wants his
Yeah,
bow
you
back.
can get back to the windmill. By the time you get to the windmill, it will be dark.
Let's set up camp by the just outside the windmill area.
So you guys go back to Umbarge Hill.
We set up camp right here.
No, we don't. I want to end the night me getting my fucking bow back. Come on.
You
Well,
go
I
get
mean,
your
you
bow
can
back and we
but-
set up
Walk
camp
over
here.
there.
Technically, the bow is like somewhere over hither, and
The
this
bow's
would be a
like
good
here.
defensive position. No, because remember that bitch rolled. 'Cause we killed
Yeah.
it like over here
No,
somewhere.
you
and
killed
the
it
bitch
right
rolled.
here.
How we killed it here?
No.
Rolled down the hill, but you're like over, like kind of like to the
You were-
left
Oh,
of it.
here.
Chris was here.
Alright.
The Manicore was here.
Yeah, but he dropped his bow and then ran to it.
No, he ran
his-
to it, then dropped his bow and pulled his short swords to attack it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought he dropped it first.
So,
Wait, I thought it rolled down the hill after it died.
yeah, but it was killed right around here.
Yeah.
Thought it was deaded here. All right. Memory must be shot.
Can't he still go get it? It's not that far, is it?
Well,
Yeah,
it is.
We
It's
got it.
by the time
If
you
it-
get
if
there,
it's still there.
it's dark.
it's night.
I have a
Oh.
torch.
I have dark vision or whatever.
Yeah, I go and help him look too.
Runs off.
All right, then.
I'm copying the spell, finishing the alchemy copying.
All right,
Flicks
then.
on his torch and looks around.
Who all is going over to help?
Not
Well-
me. I'm gonna sit here and
Well, I have dark
play
vision. I'll
music,
go
I
help.
guess.
All
Same
right.
dog, go ahead.
Little campfire.
Okay, so Twig and Yuri both light torches, or just one of you lights a torch? Because neither of you have dark
I
vision.
assume I just picked up a stick from the campfire we made.
Okay, we'll count that as a torch.
I have a candle if someone wants to come back and get it.
So you guys are over there looking.
I have a lantern. I have a
Thea,
lamp.
everybody's gonna roll perception. Yuri and Twig both have disadvantage on it.
Even with torches?
Yeah,
Damn.
at night with torches, so you have disadvantage on it.
It doesn't fucking matter for me. The dice god just saying, fuck you, buddy.
What is it? Perception?
Yeah.
Yes. It is just not my night, dude.
Well,
Oh my god! Not my fucking night.
All right,
Let's
so
do it.
as you're searching around, Yuri is looking like over here. Like Yuri's way far off, like looking for. He's scanning the ground, kind of like with
Where
it,
was
holding
I
the torch
again?
low, looking for his bow. And he's like, he's basically he's away from both of you. And Thea is
looking
over
at
here,
balls.
so she's a bit closer, looking around. You are looking. You're using the stick from the burning stick from the fire, and after about 10 minutes, you look down and see, oh, that looks like a bow. You pick it
I
up.
use
and
my
say,
own blood to track where the bow is.
Oh my god.
No, you just
I mean, it would make
you're just
sense.
walking around where you remember. The only one who actually remembers where the thing died is Twig. So Twig goes and looks around there, and he finds the bow on the ground.
I found it.
You shout over to
What?
Yuri.
I found it.
What?
I found it, damn it.
Comes closer. You said what?
I throw the bow.
you, you, you go and you drop your torch. Make a strength check.
Yeet.
What did it? Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
Because you're just getting annoyed by Yuri. You just go and you take the bow by the end, and you just two-hand just spin and whip it away. It lands like it gets good distance. You just hear it going off into the darkness. Just
And I'm just like,
it lands
just-
like 200 yards away or 200
I
feet
calmly
away.
say, I found it.
You pick up your torch, you stamp out any of like the embers that could start a fire as Yuri approaches.
I found it.
He threw it at me though.
No, he didn't. He threw it up over here.
Jesus fuck, Mike.
He got so pissed at you for asking that so many times. He turned around and just chucked it
Where did I chuck it to?
all the way like over here, like just this general
I
direction.
fucking hate you.
What? Why?
I fucking hate you.
I just walked back to
Okay.
camp.
I'm gonna roll for another perception check.
I'm doing it twice. Oh god. Alright, hold on. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Don't worry, the fire's nice and roaring.
Oh my god! Wouldn't she have at least saw where it went? She has dark vision.
I can see within 60 feet, so
Ah!
I would say she
Probably saw it.
She was
get the-
looking like she was kind of looking over in this direction. She just
I
heard
fucking
it behind her go flying by. And so Thea,
I will do self-harm just for this shit to work for me for once.
Gonna look all night.
Thea goes and like
Just wait in
she
the
walks
morning.
she walks kind of in the direction she think it went. Like she turns around and walks in the direction that she thinks it went in.
I fucking hate my life. I fucking hate my life.
He steps on it and breaks it.
That's what I was
That's a
thinking.
one.
Yeah, that's a
He
one.
got a critical.
Don't you fucking put that on me.
Critical.
here we go.
Oh, this-
Here-
Oh my
here we
god,
go.
he did. He rolled a fucking 1.
No,
I'm
no.
getting closer.
Here's what happened. So Yuri walked in the direction
I was
of it.
nowhere near it.
No,
You
I
did
fucking
this,
hate
Mike.
you assholes.
no. This is because you rolled a fucking 1. This is because
But I
you rolled a
rolled
1.
technically.
You were walking like you kind of like you didn't really see like you saw kind of in the torchlight where the direction he threw it, like where his arms ended. So you're walking that way, and you're like looking, but it landed in decently tall grass, so you didn't see it, and you kept walking. All of a sudden, you hear
Oh
you
no!
look down,
Oh,
you
wait.
bring the firelight down. That's your bow.
Why are bows that weak? Hold on. If I was to fire from that bow, it would
Did you?
snap.
You should roll a hit die or something to see how much damage.
I don't know how much damage a bow would take though.
I'm gonna punch you, Mike.
Just break the
So
just
fucking
break the
hard.
bowstring, and then you'd have to just
That
pay
would
money to
happen.
restring it.
Well,
Just
here's the
grabs
thing.
bow and walks off.
You didn't step on the middle. You stepped on like one of the tips.
Just
And because you have used the
grab
bow so
walk
much before, like as you were before this whole campaign started, you used the bow a lot because you were basically the hunter for the group. And you
I'm making my way back to camp now to punch Mike in the face.
Should have just used the dog to sniff it out. Fetch.
well he stepped on it, busted it, then picked it up, and walked back to camp. And he's cursing
Do I
the
s-
whole way. So Thea, you were heading back with him. You were a ways behind him, but you were following him back.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I am punching you in the face, Mike.
Oh no!
All right, roll
Don't worry, it'll probably be nothing.
roll an unarmed attack.
Roll what?
Unarmed attack.
Unarmed strike.
Just shake them.
It doesn't say anything. Like
Shake him like a baby.
Unarmed strike
Why would you do
for your actions.
Yeah, it just
Roll a d20
plus.
and add 2 to it.
Or shove.
Don't worry. Oh my god!
Wow.
Into the fire.
Nice. I'm not even looking.
And Mike, what is your AC?
18. So
Well, that hits.
Out of all times, me punching Mike gets me a good roll.
a fucking crit success.
Fucking head explodes.
My brain explodes.
So Yuri comes just quickly like just walking out of the darkness. You just see the torch like bobbing, and he walks up to Twig and just
I just
takes the torch and just fucking hits him
Wow.
in the side of the head with the torch. The torch busts as it hits his head. Mike, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
And then you're just unconscious for the rest of the night.
He's going for the
Yeah,
deep sleep, boy.
that knocks you unconscious because he rolled a crit.
Grabs
out
another
cold.
stick out of the fire for a torch, and then tells Tyrion to piss on the fire, so it's done. So there's his torch back. I'm fucking angry.
Taryn just looks at you like, huh?
Piss now.
Taryn just goes and walks over to this pile of stones and just curls up by it and goes to sleep.
Puts the damn torch on the ground and stomps it out.
Why didn't you pee on it?
Because I don't have enough piss. I've been walking.
He used all his piss.
He's already pissed off.
Okay, well, I'm going to like snuggle the warm dog, okay?
All right, so you go and lay down next to Taryn.
Doesn't even bother with a fucking bedroll, just flops on the ground.
Me too.
Snuggling
Mike's
his
unconscious.
broken bow.
Mike is on the deep sleep.
Yeah, Mike is fully unconscious. So-
Oh, I know what my piss is gonna do in the morning.
Hmm.
Right in his face.
What is everybody else doing? Is anybody taking a watch, or are you just gonna say screw it?
I've finished copying the alchemy book.
All right, that takes you, we'll say, like 4 hours. You're sitting there by the
Yeah.
firelight, just copying the book.
Bam. It is
Man.
finished.
He writes fast.
Man, he's pretty good at that.
And nothing really happened while you were awake. It's around midnight-ish. It's around like 1 a.m. Did you want to wake
I wake
anybody,
up?
or
Do I get up at any point?
you groggily come awake around like 2, and you're just like, what
Did-
the hell happened? And then you just fall back to sleep.
I was just gonna wake up for a little bit.
Yeah, you
And,
wake up for like a couple
do I-
minutes looking around, like,
Do I see that his bow is broken?
no, because it's nighttime, and the fire's kind of died down. Like it's still going, but it's not a giant bonfire anymore.
Okay. Never mind.
Is
that.
it long rest time?
Yeah, everybody take long rest. Nothing came up during the night. You were just
We did it.
I get up in the early morning before everybody, and I see his bow's broken, and I just give him mine. I just put it next to him.
No, I'm
Do
just
you
gonna
have
go
a
get fucking
longbow?
fixed.
I do.
It's not the same.
Does anybody not have light mending or whatever?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Oh dang.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go and fucking get it fixed. Going back to town anyway. Since we're going back to town.
Yeah, but there's no Fletcher or anything in town.
I still give. I just put my bow next to him just for him
So-
to
You try
use it.
fixing
You
it.
you
He's
wake
a
up
hunter.
you wake up really early, and you go and walk over. You like you see the bow is just his bow is like laying next to him, and you just see that it's broken. The tip is broken. So you go and you just you kind of grab his bow and you move it around like the back of these rocks, and you set. Your
I'm gonna
bow
fucking
next to him.
punch you. Don't you say that shit.
No, then he sets his bow next to you.
It's not the same.
I mean, I take his bow then, and I'll just
No,
get it repaired
just-
when I can.
I was gonna
leave it
say,
be.
just
That'd be
just
fine.
take it and let it get fixed. You lasted this
ho,
long
ho.
without it.
I mean, I killed the fucking manticore with swords as a fucking ranger. Oh, I'm angry.
The dog
son.
killed it.
So, are we? Is it daytime now?
Yeah, it's daytime. Yeah, it's dawn right now. What did everybody want to do? Do you want to start heading back, or
Yes.
okay? So you go and somebody stomps out the fire. Everybody's awake, and you start heading for. Most of you start heading for town. Chase, what did you want to do?
Since I finished copying the alchemy book, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
I'll return it.
The thing with the alchemy book was it wasn't great notes in there. So you
It's
kind of
something.
you were able to decipher some of the herbs and stuff that were in there that could be used for potions, or that were like safe to use for potions, but you didn't really like you understood some of it, but not all of it.
But what do I get from it? Do I gain anything?
Turds.
mean, I would assume he gets like knowledge
Like
of some sort.
you get better knowledge of herbs and stuff that are around you. You'll get advantage on checking the herbs that are around. That's literally it. It's not a great book to learn from. She was not a great
Sure.
student.
What about potion making? I was able to figure that out. Damn it.
Nope. You know, like some herbs that are
Probably have
safe to put
try
in
and find,
potions.
like an expert for that.
I'm really glad we didn't have her health potions.
Yeah.
Well, she has the knowledge of it, but it's like she never really wrote it down.
She sucks at taking notes.
Yeah.
I returned the book.
I mean, couldn't he ask her about it when he gets there? Just see if
Yeah.
he could get that knowledge or the gist of it.
Hello. Knock knock.
So when you walk up, you see there is now kind of like, it's not a great door, but it's basically like a few planks that are nailed together as a makeshift door.
Very well. You fixed the door. Very good.
You don't hear a response from inside.
Hello?
Still no response. She's actually not there.
Just chuck the book in there and run.
Yeah, you can
Just-
you see like there's herbs in the grind, like that are in the grindstone area.
I opened the door, right?
Yeah. You open the door, like you slowly open the door to see if she's home or not. And you see there's herbs like in the grindstone, and the windmill is turning because there is a light wind, and it's going, and the grindstone is working. But if you look around, you don't see any potions.
I'll just leave. Is the chest still down here?
Yeah, it's over in like this corner.
All right. I write a note saying thank you for letting me use it. And then I put it on it, and then I put the book on the chest.
All right.
Mystical
Thank
floating
you.
stick.
All right, I'm out.
Then you head back to town.
He's out.
Heading back downtown.
All right, so everybody is headed back to Phandalin. It takes you another 4 hours to get there, so it's around like noon or so when you finally arrive.
He is still very upset. Explain to Twig why he went to sleepy sleep all night
You were doing that on the way.
on the way back. Yeah.
Twig was like, "What happened? I don't remember anything from last night."
I feel bad. I do.
Yeah,
I'm pretty quiet.
and you
Wait,
noticed
why did he throw the bow in the first place?
what?
So he kept going, what?
Yeah, that's why.
Why do you throw it in that direction?
And because it's also because Twig rolled a natural 20.
I thought he was throwing it at me.
No.
Yeah.
That's
like
what
you
I.
whack him
That's
in the
what I meant,
face.
but that's just the way it goes, I guess.
Nope, he threw it the other direction because he was just getting pissed at you for asking.
So who posted the scribbled note for the gnomes?
The town master.
Is that Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go there and get our monies.
Yeah, let's go say hey to Danny.
Remember, he's really
So,
angry.
You
Well, I'm very angry, so I'm gonna punch him in the face.
you see
You
that
already
the
broke
door
his
is
door.
fixed. It's back
Does
on
it
its
still have that thing through it?
didn't
The manticore spike.
No, that has been they pulled that out when they repaired the door and got it set back there. And
Aw.
then they basically like they did a patch over it basically.
I shove another one through it.
Oh my
Roll a strength check.
God.
All right. Oh shit. Hold on. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Strength. Okay. It didn't work.
You go to slam it into the door, and like you hit the door, and it just bounces off. Like it's still
I give up.
it's still in your hands, but it left like a little bit of a divot in the door, but that was it.
That's how he knocks.
That's how I knocked.
Fuck, what did I use for a voice for this guy? I don't remember.
He's like a meek
Oh.
little dude.
Oh shit. The dragon's here for me, isn't he? You hear that from
Yeah,
the other side of the door.
God
Red
damn
Dragon
it!
is here.
Oh god, it's back.
Is that what her nickname is? The dragon?
No, there's a dragon around.
Yes, I know. I was making a joke.
Hold on, I need to roll for the dragon to see where it is.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Duvahkin.
Lands in the center of town.
Nope, Woodland Manse. So not near you. So yeah, do you? So he's worried about the dragon attacking the town again. And do you? Can I help you? What do you want?
Your soul.
We talked to the gnome kings.
Took care
They're
of the
good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get paid now.
Yes, 50 gold, if I remember correctly. And he starts.
Oh, it was 50 gold, all
He
right.
starts sliding the gold one at a time under the door.
Motherfucker, open the door instead of sliding this shit. We've got places to be.
He kind of
Well, you
he picks up the pace after about like
It's like one of those machines
Yeah.
where you like put the quarter.
yep, basically.
I collect the gold pieces as they come out and put them into a pouch.
Kicks
be-
it, we're like, come on.
Share the to be doled out when we get away from this guy.
Okay. So you go and after about like 2 minutes, it's finally the 50 pieces of gold are out from under the door. There you go. That's 50 gold.
Thanks.
Like 6 each, right?
Probably.
2, 4, 6. So let me do the math.
Wasn't it 50 gold?
Looks like 10 each.
Yeah, just 10 each. We're
Don't
ignoring
we have
Borg.
6 people?
Josh
We're
doesn't
ignoring
have-
him.
It's 50 gold.
He's playing in the field.
Josh's character is incapable of holding on gold very long.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys you split the gold between yourselves. Gorg is over playing with Terran. They're off in the field over here playing.
So I give everybody their 10 and stash the rest in my
Boopers.
holster.
Bosom.
Yes, my bosom, because that's where all the money goes.
'Cause she has a deep pocket in there.
My cup holder, as I call them.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
Where's the next town?
Is there anything on the board that's in the next town?
No. This whole
Well, then let's just
adventure
go to
takes
the next
place
town.
around this town.
Oh.
I
Well,
hate this town.
Well, then here. Daddy
Take this
DeVito,
place.
where's a fucking Fletcher nearby?
The fuck, what the fuck are their names?
Caleb when he tries to tell a story.
Well, it's because
First
I have
I
to
think
look
they
up
brought
what the
Gnome.
fucking names of the places are. I keep forgetting.
It's more of
If
a
you
really
shot
wanna
kill
know.
than anything.
True.
There's the lion shield might be able to help you.
And how far away is this?
It's just down the street. It's the big blue
Which
building there.
street?
Is this
The
one?
street you're on.
Thank you.
Also, there's been a bit of a commotion over at the tavern.
Oh boy.
Just so you know.
Did you roll for Ron?
He rolled for him earlier. He's got 4 health.
Yeah, but that was before we took a long rest, right?
Yeah, but technically it wasn't a new day when we did the roll. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True.
so I just leave Taryn with Greg and Grog.
Greg.
I called him Greg.
I mean,
Back to the
it's not
tavern.
drunk yet.
So, as who else is going? Where's everybody else going?
I'm gonna go check out the inn, I guess, and find out what the
I'm
commotion
just following
was.
you, Ray.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay, so
Don't even have enough to buy armor.
everybody goes back to the inn.
Now the question is, I have an antitoxin. Should I just let him die and then take all of his shit, or should I
You might
pick
want to
up
wait.
playing as him again?
I look in the window.
As you look in, as you approach the tavern, you hear a scraping noise inside.
Oh boy!
It sounds like large.
Dragon?
It's like large claws. As Fargon peeks in the window, he sees bent over what looks like a fresh body. In that the body has on what looks to be like basically like a nun. Like it has nun attire, and standing over it with its back to you, you see there's a creature with wings like a bat or a dragon protruding from its back. A familiar spiked tail whipping back and forth.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh no.
And you can see it has what looks like paws for feet, but then human hands with claws.
Oh god.
And it's got a
Is it
mane
runt?
of
Oh,
spikes.
It is, I think. I think it is.
As you step onto the porch, one of the boards creaks. It turns around and looks at you, and you just see Ront. You just see Ront's face there.
Oh god.
Roll for initiative.
Wait. Oh, he turned into him.
He turned into a were-manticore.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Yes, that's
Oh
awesome.
my god. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna be nice. This is honestly just a homebrew.
I mean, he's only got 4 health, so I mean,
It's awesome.
He doesn't have 4 health anymore.
Oh,
God damn it!
dude. Beat that.
Oh wait, I think I have a +1, so mine's 12. I forgot about the +1.
Every time on initiative, it's always the same number on initiative.
It is.
Oh, I forgot the slash. God damn it. There we go.
Mike, is your initiative really +8?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Awareness.
So I'm just gonna need it.
Flu. What's up? Nice.
So it's gonna be Twig. Initiative.
Did we level up from turning in the quest, or we
Oh,
got
yeah,
level
yeah.
up from this thing?
Level 3. Everybody go to level 3 from turning in that quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, give me a few minutes.
Good call.
Yeah, I just remembered that. That's why I kind of wanted you to go there first, so that you would get the next level. Because this
Oh,
this thing is supposed to be tough.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, I gotta pick a Bard College.
Ranger archetype.
So it's gonna be Twig.
What was the? Oh, I learned new spells too.
Oh
Three.
fuck! I gotta go look this up.
I say, did we just want to call it for the night, and then we can start with the fight next week?
Yeah,
might be
that
better.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Manticore? That's awesome.
Falkland. Then
Thank God for my constitution.
where?
I don't know which college I want to pick. But that's
Oh yeah, I learned 2 spells every level.
Yes.
third level. You can choose 2 of your skill.
Whoop.
This is double.
Game
Beautiful.
rules. Double check on that.
I forgot how to fix the thing.
Yeah.
Where do I go to?
You
Do I go to
click
the
level.
builder?
Yeah, the builder, and you just level up
Yeah.
the thing,
Just
the little. And sometimes something will show up because you're like, "Hey, you unlock something," and you just
You
add
have
that.
that thing.
yeah.
But everything else is usually automatic. There is a rule for mine where I know that I add spells. I don't know if there's something for your class to do that. Doesn't really tell me when if I should add spells.
Monster Slayer.
I don't
Wizard.
think I do anything until level 4.
Where's the different fucking things? It's not telling me all the different ones. I just see Monster Slayer as an option.
Each time you gain a wizard level, you can add 2 wizard spells of your choice
there
to
we
the
go.
spell book for free.
I lied. Ranger archetypes.
Oh wait, I think I have one more spell that I can do.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you add those. Level up, level up.
So yeah, this was basically my plan for getting rid of Jacob's character.
This is pretty awesome.
Very good. I can learn 2nd level spells now.
That's why I love D&D Beyond, because it's so easy to do homebrew shit.
Oh yeah.